Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, recording this Thursday, May 31st at about 7:30 in the morning. May going down in the top 10 hottest Mays in Little Rock weather history, most likely. And we're going to roll that right into the beginning of June, because tomorrow, June 1st, we are not going to break record highs, but we'll be within a few degrees. But Saturday, the record high is 97, set back in 1911. That is a very long-standing record. And that is going to be challenged on Saturday. The other thing is that this ridge of high pressure, which is nosing in, this is something that if you look down on the blog, you see a post about this, and I apologize for not updating the blog because I have been working on something new and some other things have been going on, but you're going to see that soon, hopefully, I hope. Anyway, if you look there, the ridge builds in and then it contracts. So as it builds in, the heat it's just poured onto us. And then as it contracts, that allows a northwesterly wind flow aloft. I'm going to explain this to you, how all this plays out. That's going to allow a disturbance to come by and a frontal boundary, and the edge comes off the heat probably by Sunday. So I've got a lot I want to talk to you about. This right here is the Yakoubian from WSI, and this is what we call, let me back it up here. This is 500 millibars, all right? So we're looking at about 18, 20,000 feet up in the atmosphere, ridges, troughs, and what we call short waves, and we look at where disturbances are located. This is going to be Friday afternoon. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, let's start at 1 p.m. This is a ridge building up out of Mexico into Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. The heat, the high heat, the worst of it's out here. So you see this ridging taking place here. You see a pretty good storm system right here moving across the northern and central Rockies into the northern plains. So anyway, this ridge of high pressure noses into Arkansas. And notice how these storm systems, you're getting a zonal flow right in here just to the north of Arkansas. So everything's going north of us while we're capped under this ridge. But watch what happens on Saturday. So this is Saturday. The ridge contracts. So this is late Saturday. The ridge moves a little bit towards the west, and that allows for the northwesterly wind flow aloft to develop and a disturbance and a frontal boundary to come through the state coming up on Saturday. And then you can see that northwesterly wind flow continues. So you go from ridging like that to more of a northwesterly wind flow aloft, and that's going to develop some storm chances, of which the first of those storm chances are going to arrive tonight. So, I needed to back this up. So these are the forecast feels like temperature, the heat index temperature for today. This is Thursday, going up towards 100. Friday and Saturday will be hotter than that. So that's, again, drink plenty of water. Let me show you the forecast heat index Friday afternoon. Widespread 101, 100, 102. Still below the heat advisory threshold of 105. But look what happens on Saturday. That could be the hottest day. And this is in front of the boundary, which will be moving in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I can't remember, I think this is the GFS. I think it's overdoing this, yes, but probably not by much. Heat advisories may be needed on Saturday because you're looking at widespread. Again, these are not air temperatures. These are heat index, what it feels like, because your body can't cool itself efficiently because of all the humidity in the air. Widespread above 105 degrees, which is that threshold. So we have a storm chance today. We have storms moving into northwest Arkansas very weak, and so things quiet down. But then more will develop. You see that right along the Missouri border. You see this coming up right there, 9 o'clock tonight. So there could be a strong thunderstorm or two, especially across northern Arkansas later on this evening. So here's what we call the RPM model. And I'm never a big fan of this past 24 hours, but it kind of gives you an idea of what we're expecting. So this is a little more aggressive with storm chances tonight across northern Arkansas. It may not be quite as widespread as that. But whatever happens, they diminish. Tomorrow looks hot and dry, and then we go into Saturday, it looks very hot and dry. But later on in the day, remember that ridge contracts, that northwesterly wind flow develops, and this is 3:30 in the afternoon. We're going to watch for thunderstorms to develop here and then move down into Arkansas. And again, it's not going to really show it until we get closer to the event. So that would be late Saturday afternoon into the early evening. Today, there's a low threat for severe weather. As you know here on the blog, marginal is just, what's the polite way of putting it? It's just a terrible way of wording something. Low threat for severe weather. And then we jump to Saturday, and there's a slight risk for severe weather as that cluster of thunderstorms may develop in eastern Arkansas, go to Mississippi or western Tennessee in this general area. So there's a slight risk for severe weather, and in the SPC wording, this may get an upgrade to enhanced weather threats, wind and hail. And then the edge should come off the heat a little bit and then build back. But anyway, so let's watch for the possibility for some thunderstorms across northern Arkansas tonight. Probably, a very low end severe threat. Very. In high heat, we're talking about heat index values today near 100 degrees, tomorrow above 100 degrees, and then Saturday well above 100 degrees. And Saturday, daily record high of 97 set back in 1911 will be challenged. We may see heat advisories, the first ones of the season. That's possible. And then we may also get a thunderstorm cluster to develop and move down into eastern and northeastern Arkansas with high winds and hail, the primary threat for that. There's a chance that that could be pushed a little bit further towards the east. That's what I'm hoping for, but it may move into Arkansas. Sorry for our neighbors out towards Tennessee and Mississippi. But thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.